Imagine a domino effect, but instead of tiny black tiles, it's the relationships of Hollywood's biggest stars crumbling one after another. 2025 isn't even over yet, and we've already witnessed a staggering number of celebrity breakups, so many that it can't just be a coincidence. But what if the reasons we're being told are only half the story? What if behind the perfectly crafted Instagram statements and vague insider quotes, there's a much darker, more shocking trend taking hold in Hollywood? The truth is, this isn't just about broken hearts. It's about a hidden crisis behind the glamorous facade. Let's start with the most predictable, yet utterly brutal, category, the reality TV curse. We all know the drill. Couples meet on shows like Love Island or Love is Blind. They have a whirlwind romance under the cameras, and fans invest in their fairy tale. But 2025 showed us the aftermath in horrifying high definition. It wasn't just that these couples broke up, it was the vicious, public way their relationships imploded. First, Love Island USA winners Amaya Espinal and Brian Arenales called it quits days after their reunion, with Amaya dropping the cryptic line that they were on two different journeys. Then, fellow Islanders Iris Kendall and Pepe Garcia Gonzalez sparked instant fan suspicion when they quietly unfollowed each other on Instagram right before the season finale, a classic, telltale sign in the modern breakup playbook. Pepe then confirmed it to TMZ on the street with a brutally casual, "We're not together anymore, and that's the way it goes." But the most jaw-dropping moment came from another Love Island alum, Jana Craig. Her statement confirming the split from Kenny Rodriguez didn't just announce the news. It teased a scandal, calling the real reason behind it terrible, disgusting, and disappointing. This wasn't just the end of a romance. It was a public autopsy, revealing that the fairy tale villa is often just a beautifully decorated trap. But the drama wasn't confined to reality TV. For A-list celebrities, a new, unsettling pattern emerged, what we can only call the protocol breakup. This is where the passionate, messy end of a relationship is scrubbed clean and repackaged with the cold, clinical language of a corporate press release. Look at the words used. When Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom split, insiders told the press it had been a long time coming, that they'd been living apart for months, and that things were just tense. It sounds less like a heartbreak and more like a business partnership dissolving. This same chillingly emotionless tone was used for Sydney Sweeney and her fiancé of 7 years, Jonathan Davino. Reports claimed her busy work schedule and focus on her booming career were to blame, with a source saying she felt overwhelmed by her own wedding plans. Even the end of Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin's long-term relationship was described with a sense of protracted corporate fatigue. An insider said they hadn't been able to figure out how to make it official, as if they were waiting on legal to approve the paperwork. These splits reveal a horrifying truth. For some in Hollywood, a relationship is just another asset to manage, and when it underperforms, it gets cut. In the midst of all these calculated, public splits, a different kind of tragedy was unfolding for the couples who valued their privacy above all else. These were the stars who gave us nothing, and in return, we were given everything by so-called insiders. Take Rami Malek and Emma Corrin. They were together for nearly 2 years and made a handful of quiet, low-key appearances. Their relationship was a secret garden. And when it ended, no reason was given. No statement was made. It was a silent, dignified exit, a rarity in today's world. The same goes for Quinta Brunson and her husband Kevin Onick. After 3.5 years of marriage, their divorce was filed with the simple, unadorned reason of irreconcilable differences. No messy details, no blaming, just a private matter becoming a public headline. And then sources told People that Lily Allen and David Harbour's 4-year marriage had simply crumbled. These cases prove a devastating point. In the era of constant scrutiny, there is no such thing as a private life for a celebrity, only a story that hasn't been sold yet. Yet, amidst the cold corporate protocols and the invasion of privacy, a few stories cut through with a dose of raw, human shock. These were the splits that involved genuine betrayal and public humiliation, reminding us that real pain still exists underneath the glossy surface. The most brutal example? Dancing with the Stars pro Gleb Savchenko claimed he discovered his relationship with model Brooks Nader was over by reading it on the internet. He told the press he was surprised to learn through articles that she had ended things a truly modern and humiliating way to be dumped. Then there was the end of a 13-year marriage between TV host Kat Deely and comedian Patrick Kielty. In their separation statement, they felt the need to explicitly state there was no other party involved, a line that instantly sparked more speculation than it quieted, revealing the intense pressure to control a narrative even in the midst of personal agony. These moments of genuine shock are the exceptions that prove the rule. Hollywood's default setting is now a controlled, strategic dissolution, and any raw emotion is a glitch in the system. So it all leads to the billion-dollar question: what is really causing this concentrated wave of breakups? The official reasons are busy schedules and growing apart. But the rumor mills and fan speculations are swirling with far more dramatic theories. Some suggest a post-pandemic reckoning is finally hitting. Couples who spent every lockdown minute together are now realizing they're fundamentally incompatible in the real world. Others point to the unbearable toxicity of social media scrutiny, where every photo, every comment, and every like is dissected by millions, creating unbearable pressure. There's even talk of a contagion effect, where seeing other powerful couples call it quits subconsciously gives others permission to do the same, creating a domino effect of liberation from unhappy situations. And of course, for every split, there are whispers of secret infidelity, conflicting ambitions, and the simple, sobering fact that fame is a crucible that burns away everything that isn't made of solid gold. The real reason is likely a combination of all these factors, a perfect storm of pressure, opportunity, and changing priorities that's rewriting the rules of love in La La Land. When we look back at the celebrity breakups of 2025, we'll see more than just a list of failed relationships. We'll see a case study. It exposed the brutal, transactional end of reality TV romances. It revealed the rise of the emotionless, corporate protocol breakup where careers trump commitment. And it proved that even the most fiercely guarded privacy is no match for the industry's rumor machine. These splits aren't just gossip, they're symptoms of a larger sickness within the world of fame, a world where image is everything, and real, messy, human connection is often the first casualty. It makes you wonder, in an environment this artificial, can any relationship truly be real? Or are they all just waiting for their turn to become a headline?